We're working on the Dodge stealth lights again today. What we need to do is work on that back housing. Here's the problem. The back housing is just a bunch of holes. It's a bunch of holes because this is technically just a reflector that we have modified to hold LEDs and to let light through. So this is what I've already done. I've traced out all of the holes and I'm going to cut them out of this sheet of frost just because that's what I had extra of. And then I'm gonna trace it on this acrylic and cut it out of this. After that, we'll set each piece in here and then use epoxy and plastic welding to hold it in place and to seal it up so it doesn't leak any water. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and look through my orders. And the one project I really need to work on is this. These are a set of my Acura TL tail lights. I've been waiting on these forever. They take so long to come in and I forgot to order them whenever I ordered the tail lights. That's the big problem with a lot of these parts is that they're so specific. Like these two things right here, you have to order basically from Acura. It takes like a month and a half to get to you. I only have one of these right now. I'm still waiting on the other. And these, thankfully I ordered when I did because they came in pretty early. Okay, I'm gonna cut all these out and get ready for acrylic. I don't like to cut in my garage, so I'm gonna move the table outside. While I'm at it, I'm gonna cut this open. All the pieces are cut out. So it'd be easier to install it on the inside, but I think it'd be better to install it on the outside. Because I wanna make sure that there's enough room for the LEDs to actually fit. So I have these cut a little bit big, so that I can go back in and trim it if I need to. I'm gonna go start laying them in here and see where they fit and how much I need to trim. All right, all of these are cut and in. Next step is to do epoxy. I personally like to use 1 minute epoxy. It's designed for plastic and it sets really fast and it's pretty strong. And if you really, really need to, you can heat it up and pop it off. So that's pretty nice, but it doesn't come off like in the dead of summer or anything like that. All right, epoxy is in. Now I gotta do some cutting. So I've gotta cut these open. I've already done one of these, so that's not bad. I'm gonna get these 3 cut. I've also gotta finish wiring these up. So I'm getting them soldered up. The soldering iron's heating up right now. While that is heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and get that small light cut. Lens is off, ready for the clear lens. Soldering iron is heated up so we can finish wiring this side up. All the holes are filled. Epoxy and plastic weld has been done on the back. I'm gonna go ahead and seal it with silicone on this side just to make sure it's extra watertight. While these are drying, I went ahead and started work on this third brake light. This third brake light is gonna get some ghost work. We gotta do some show mode in it. Also gonna work on the website while that dries. New day. Okay, so last night I had to spend an hour or 2 on the phone with a plastic company trying to get some mirrors. Which is gonna be drilling some holes so I can feed this rat's nest through there and clean up that wiring because that is a complete mess. But it works, nothing is shorting out, and everything is going to the right channels. Holes are drilled. Rubber grommets are in. No water leaking through there. Okay, I'm getting the LEDs set into place right now. I'm also gonna start cleaning up this wiring, making sure that it's gonna fit inside the housing and overall make it look nicer. Today we can also continue on the clear lens swap. So I need to do the main taillights, but I wanna do an actual how-to video. So I'm gonna use these 2 as the basis for that video. Okay, got the wiring cleaned up on the inside. So I can go ahead and put the back housing onto the front lens and get it sealed up completely, and then I will mess with the rat's nest that is now outside of the lights. Lens is going on right now. This light is so big that I obviously cannot fit it in the oven. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this sit for a while just like this, let it pull in while it's cold, and then I'm just gonna have to heat it up with the heat gun and go section by section after that. Meanwhile, over here, I do have all the lenses off. The red reflector has been replaced, and I'm about to start the clear lens part of it. All right, this is officially together and sealed up. I'll have to water leak check it, make sure that it's completely sealed. First, I have got to finish these Acura TL lights. I've been waiting on these connectors for a really long time. They finally came in. I've already wired them up a little bit. I've got to do some final testing to make sure that everything is working correct. Those clearly have some work to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix those LEDs that are out. There's one row on one and one individual one that's out on the other. Go ahead and get those, get that shipped out. Then I can get back on the stealth lights. Well, while I was working on fixing those LEDs, I had an order for a wicker bill. So this needs to ship out right away since it's already ready to go. Gonna go ahead and box this up and ship it out. All right, that is shipped out. Now on to this. I've been dreading doing this, but this obviously cannot ship like this. So I'm gonna clean up this wiring. This definitely won't be done tonight. I'm gonna start this one side, hopefully finish this one side, and then start the other, and then probably finish the other tomorrow. So that's actually gonna be it for this video. I'm gonna keep recording and posting videos of this build. I think it's pretty interesting. Working on a set of lights that no one has ever built before. Okay, bye.